Good morning, this is Kate. How may I help you?
It may only be a voice of a company on the other end of the phone, but the sound of that voice, the attitude it projects, and the words you hear have a lot to do with how you feel about that company, and even whether you choose to do business with it.
You'll just have to call back next Friday.
You don't have to get all bent out of shape. I'll make sure Mr. J gets the message.
How old are you anyway?
I'll tell you what, you call up one of my girls and have them pencil you into my schedule, in a month or so.
You know, I just brought in some nice fresh muffins this morning, and around here the coffee pot is always on.
The sound of your voice, the attitude you project, the words you choose, they're very important. So it can win or lose deals, it can make a customer feel uplifted or frustrated. Companies with great reputations can actually see their reputation go downhill based on that, or companies who are trying to retool and reshape their image can do that again through voice and attitude over the phone.
And phone conversations have never been so important. Today, everyone has a phone. They're in our hands, in our cars, in our purses and pockets, and in our office. The phone is the #1 way we conduct business today. Yet while many companies proclaim they have excellent customer service, the actual customer experience may be mediocre or even disappointing, all because of a phone conversation.
I just can't see it happening today.
The initial phone call, when someone can't see you, they're going to base everything on that voice, attitude, and the wording you use.
21.
Okay.
She sounded like she was probably a blonde.
Okay.
Straight hair. She sounds like she probably is wearing a mini skirt or a shirt, and her language was real inappropriate. Like and it was really unprofessional.
We have a unique problem happening now. We have a younger generation hooked on technology, and their use of texting, of things like Facebook and Twitter, cell phones. They've abbreviated how they communicate with people, and in particular how they talk with people, face-to-face or over the phone. They don't know how to do it, and now companies are struggling with how to teach those interpersonal communication skills to someone who is much more comfortable without the human connection, with just the technology. And so we have to do things to bring them out of that and give them the basics of good etiquette and behavior when we're talking to other humans.
The art of conversation is hardly lost on Lori Miller. As president of Tooty Incorporated, a training company that specializes in teaching others to be effective sales and customer service professionals at companies large and small in any industry, Lori spends her time giving face-to-face instruction so that employees can portray the best face on the phone.
All right, so based on that call, what I want you to do is you smile after they talk to you. I want you to smile before they talk to you.
One of the benefits that Tooty brings to Veolia is their ability to go out to the locations where the customer service people are working. It's nice to go into a classroom setting. You can learn things that way, but it's even more important when you can go out, sit with the customer service representatives, see how they're answering the phones, the challenges they face, and be able to work with them to try to get better. And that's the nice thing about Tooty, is they don't just do classroom training. They'll actually come into our facilities, sit down with the customer service people, sit next to them, listen to the calls, help them with their scripts, help them on voice and attitude, and any other needs that they may have. So it's a very valuable tool that they bring, is the ability to come into your facility location and help you with answering the phones.
So you hear a customer's voice. How many seconds does it take for you to figure out if they're in a good mood or not?
Right away.
Right away. Okay, so maybe 1 or 2 words you can tell right away.
It's called telepicting, the art of associating a voice we hear with the picture of a face. According to Lori, telepicting is all about image. If you can train someone to recognize how attitude and voice quality makes you physically appear in someone's mind, then you can help people also develop a strategy to improve themselves.
I think any business professional, any company, whether it's a new startup, it's a well-established business that's been around for decades, large or small, There's one thing that I think is of paramount importance always, and that's continuous improvement.
It's exciting to see the transformation from someone just coming in, new to the process, uncertain about what their expectations are, and then maturing, basically morphing into an experienced customer service professional.
Our customers know that we are able to help change behavior, and that's something that I think everybody struggles with. You can have an idea, you can have a concept, you can have good information, but how do you actually get another human to change their behavior? And we do that with fun. We make it very fun and interactive.
For more than 2 decades, Tooty Incorporated has been helping both Fortune 500 companies and small businesses to effectively change their voice and attitude when talking to a customer.
A little bit of a stopping and starting.
So for a company, our mission is to give them an effective people skills training program that's measured then by customer retention and customer satisfaction, so they can actually look and see that it works. And for the employer or the individual, our mission is to give them a game plan to change.
So I'm ready to move forward my company the next stage, and I would endorse it wholeheartedly to anyone considering this.
Our management staff realized we needed help, and at that point Tooty was able to come in, work real closely with our individual division locations to make sure that we were answering the phones properly, we were using the correct scripts. And since that time, we've seen an increase in scores, the customer service scores, twofold.
Young people entering tomorrow's workforce may be more technology savvy than any previous generation, but if they don't know how to talk, they may fail miserably in personal and business relationships. Telepicting may be the answer, and Tooty Incorporated hopes it will change the face of doing business.
Really nice voice. Did you know that?
For more information, visit tootyinc.com.